I don't want to do that. Oh! Goodness gracious. Oh no. Are you kidding me?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
See, I feel like this would be a little bit easier for me if I had a wheel. Oh, yeah, now I can feel. Oh, that sucks. So, I decided to put that theory to the test. So, instead of playing on keyboard and mouse, I brought out my old Logitech G27, got it hooked up, and it still worked. So, let's roll the intro and show everyone how I did on Wreckfest. Hello YouTube, thanks for hanging out. This is my first video in a long time, and we're going to shift back into some racing. So get the old wheel hooked up, dial in a few settings at least to what I think is going to be right, and we're going to start first here at the oval. So something pretty basic and simple, nothing too crazy. Anyone know what track this is in real life? I'm just curious if anyone knows, because this track is actually not that far from where I live. And that's true. I kind of shared some of that from my live stream, just over an hour from where I actually live. So, like I said, pretty familiar with it, and it's pretty basic and simple. So, gives me an idea of where the wheel is at currently, and just kind of riding things around until we get things figured out. So, team race is basically you have half of the cars on red team, half of the cars on blue team. And it takes kind of the overall average finish of everybody. Oh, he tried to take me out. Not today. Not today. Oh, which means you're red team. Ooh, I gotta take you out. Boom. Oh, yeah! I wasn't even trying to take you out, and then I think it was just... Oh... I think it was just lag and it just hooked me across your nose. Alright, we finished. We're good. Okay. So, a 14th place finish in our first race. Not too terrible, but definitely feel we can do better. So, get the wheel fixed up a little bit. And this next race is just a yard sale in turn 1. But over the next several turns, we are able to get by everyone and kind of play smart and find ourselves up in 7th. Now, as you can see, the car's kind of jittering back and forth, so we're getting a little bit better on the settings. Get a little wide here, clip on that guy, and almost get wrecked, but keep it under control, but drop down to 13th. And then later on, going to fast forward here and, well, hate dumping that guy, but get ourselves up into 12th, almost halfway through the field, so... we'll take it. Not quite the cleanest way. One guy just goes way off to the left and decides to go visit the big pile of rocks over there. Gonna try to catch up to this guy. Oh, but I clipped that wall and hit the outside wall and kill all my momentum on the probably the longest straight on this track, and drop a couple spots here. Back down to 12th. But we're doing better than the last race. This guy just gonna barge his way through and take that 12th spot. We're going to find a way around him, and then we come up to here and this happens. Tumble around, but I land on the wheels.
Nice.
So perfect. Don't got to reset the car, and we just keep rolling. So I'll take it. People are going to get by us here going into the hairpin. And that's really pretty much it. Don't really gain much time, so again, just kind of fine-tuning all the settings on the wheel to try to find what matches my driving style, and seeing if we can't get that figured out by the end of the day. So we'll move on to the next race here, and oh geez, it's a yard sale. Yeah, pretty much was. So big yard sale, but we somehow get through okay. Find ourselves up as high as 10th at one point there, and get by this guy for 11th, go way wide. That guy gets spun out. The guy to the far inside, not quite sure what he's doing, but we find ourselves up into 9th, and then I just completely misjudged this turn. And here comes almost everybody. That could have been a lot worse than it was, but thankfully we're able to get by. And I didn't realize that turn ended so abruptly like that.
Oh, we're gonna have to start from last.
And it gets forever to get down into reverse, and we drop all the way down to 20th.
Cone.
So fast forward a bit, finally getting a feel for this track. And right as I do, I finally have a somewhat decent braking point, and this guy just completely takes me out, and finally get back up to 15th and drop down to 20th. So we fight through the field. This guy goes a little wide. It's a good finish, or good race here on the last lap. He backs out and gives me the spot, so we're back up to 13th. And that's pretty much how this one will end. We'll keep an eye on that inside because we've been wrecked before. Oh, and it looked like he may have tried to do that. This guy completely wrecked out. He's still camping there in the middle.
Let the car come up over the edge. Then you
We
get
come
back
up over
to
the crest, and sure enough, we get up to 13th. So every spot, every race that we do, we're finishing a couple spots better. Our lap times, as far as being compared to the rest of the lobby, are a little bit better. So again, just fine-tuning those settings, trying to find what exactly we need to do for the wheel for my kind of race style here. So we'll go into this race here because this one was a little interesting. So this guy just kind of spins out, and I can't really get off of him. I try to back off and everything, and sure enough, that kills all of our momentum and drops us to, well, dead last. So now it's pretty much a fight from last all the way up to the front, and this is going to get interesting. Tip it up on two wheels, almost roll over, but able to keep the rubber side down, so that's good. First lap's done here, and up to 15th until this guy, well,
that
just had
right
nowhere to go. And then this guy
dude,
completely
really?
pushes me right into the inside wall.
All right, now we're just gonna pay back.
And, well, that's exactly
That's
what we're
what
going to
he's
try
gonna
to
do,
do.
and we'll just
Fast
turn back.
forward up a few more turns. We got a great shot here. And he was kicked from the server.
Aw, they kicked him right as I was wrecking him. Dang it.
And I had the most perfect opportunity to get him. And just couldn't get the job done because they had kicked him out. So 17th, not quite where we were running, but again, just fine-tuning everything with the wheel. We'll go on to the next race here, starting towards the back. So gonna play this first turn a little bit patiently and kind of see what happens with everyone here. And usually, everyone kind of sends it in and goes way wide. That guy tries to go into a spot that just wasn't there. And we all just kind of miss that turn and go way wide. But, 8 tires are better than 4, and just kind of leaning on everybody. And sure enough, we're fighting for a 10th spot here. This guy sneaks his way through. Good move there. As we're now battling for 9th. We're going to try to cross him over here. Oh, and this guy just tags us ever so slightly. He kind of finishes us off. And kind of just riding around. And man, we dropped all the way to 18th. This guy's racing on a couch, and well, all you got to do is just rear end him, and he goes flying. And I'm sure SpaceX would love to hire him as he's blasting off into orbit. I try to get by this guy and just hit this inside pole.
I am hard left on the wheel halfway down that straightaway.
And just nowhere to go.
To the right.
And unfortunately, losing all those positions yet again. Just nothing we can do, but I can definitely feel the wheel getting better. I can feel I'm getting a better understanding of the tracks, getting a better understanding of the handling of the car. So this race here, we're gonna definitely watch this. The guy in the couch again, just gonna try to take everyone out, but not really sure what he's doing. This guy thankfully doesn't hook me. He backs off and lets me try to save it. Kind of get around a lot of people and then lose some people there in that third turn or whatever turn you're gonna call that one. And eventually find ourselves in 13th. So not too terrible. Definitely could have been better, but for what we kind of dodged there, I'll take it. This guy's gonna go way wide and cut back on, and we're just gonna get around him on the outside as everyone's kind of piled up there. And we find ourselves in 9th. Another guy going way wide. We're going to get by him for 8th. And now we're in the top 10. Can we get our first top 10 of the day going to the wheel? So we're going to watch this next lap here as I'm going to try to get by this guy. Can't quite get there. We're going to ride this inside berm. And sure enough, we've got a good run here on the outside. clear him as we get into this right-handed kink. Don't really hug the inside as much as I wanted to, so we were up in 7th for a little bit and then fell back to 8th. This guy just has a tremendous run to put himself up into that 8th position, and we drop down into 9th. He goes way wide, but so do we, and can't quite beat him into this next turn. The other car, though, he was battling with goes way wide, and he's going to fall back as we get some pressure here again, and now it's a 4-way battle for what are technically 3 spots in the top 10 here. Fall back to 9th as he gets the move done there. Starting lap 3, we're going to ride this inside berm, and so are the others. That guy gets spun out. I don't know where he was originally, maybe somewhere up in the top 5, and that gets us up into 8th. Again, top half of the field, and sure enough, as we cross by the line here, fast forwarding to the final lap, we get our first top 10 of the day. So definitely feeling a lot better. Now we go to the Death Loop, which is a track I know very well, even though I haven't been on Wreckfest in a long time. I know this track forward and backwards, so huge confidence booster. We got the wheel dialed in. Sure enough, we get by the first couple turns without being a part of the yard sale, and we're going to try to get by this guy. We're sitting in 2nd, coming up to the Death Loop. Now check this out. We're going to brake here, and we find ourselves in 1st. That's actually a little shortcut you can take. Now he gets the run coming out of the loop, and he's able to reclaim the lead. But that's a huge confidence booster, like I said. So we complete the first lap. This guy gets a good run out of the turn. I was just being way too timid coming out of the turn, and so we fall back into 3rd. We're able to get back by him in that first turn, though, as we cross the line, and we're back up into 2nd. So we'll make this U-turn here. He's just going to dive into here, give us a good side slam, and take that 2nd position. We're going to take the shortcut again. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about that. Should I be taking the loop, or do you think that play right there, that move that I have is fair game? Here, though, is the true heartbreaker. We're just going to clip the ramp on the inside, and the car goes on its side. And if you look on the right side there, it says hold to reset. That should be an R. And I keep pressing the R key, and nothing happens. And all of these people going by, and I finally get to reset it. My car comes back into the picture. We're in 10th, 11th as we cross the line. Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do, falling right behind the Scooby-Doo truck into 11th. Oh, what a heartbreak, but only 2 laps complete. We still got 4 more to go. There's plenty of time, and we've got 2 intersections, the first one being right here, where we have cars, you know, kind of combining and having a chance to wreck. We're going to take the loop normally this time because the van was kind of stuck there in the middle. These guys get collected here. That's going to give me 1 spot here as we go into the intersection, and then trying to see where this other guy is. Almost do the same thing again, so I definitely keep a mental note for the rest of this race. We're up into 10th, so now we're back up into the top 10 as we have a few people in front of us. Oh, Scooby-Doo van is going to just completely wreck himself going off to the side, and we're up into 8th. I couldn't quite see where I passed the other guy, but 1 spot away from halfway through the field, and he's right there in front of us. Almost gets clipped by that police car. We're going to take a shortcut again here. And it says we're up into 6th. This guy's going to get by for 7th, and his health is real low, so that's a perfect opportunity for me to see if I can't pinch him off and wreck him out. We're going to take the jump as I thought I saw a few other cars coming by, and he almost wrecks himself right there.
Trying to wreck me there, Romero? I see how it is. All right.
Not really sure if he was going to try to wreck me. That wouldn't have been a smart move considering he was almost out of health. But we're up into 6th with 2 laps to go. Can we get our first top 5 of the day? We just got our first top 10, so that's awesome. Let's see if we can do better here.
Short or something. Oh!
And we just completely demolished the front end of our car with that guy. Kills our momentum going into the loop. We're going to take the shortcut again. 1.5 laps to go. And sure enough, this car up here, say hi to Bear. He's in the Discord. By the way, you can join our Discord channel. Link in the description below. So we cross the line, 1 lap to go. Can we catch him? The winner crosses the line. We're gonna land on this guy. And did we wreck him? I don't think we did. No, he's right there. We're gonna try to wreck him. Sure enough, there he is. He's wrecked. He's out of health. We're gonna take this shortcut right here. He's gonna take the loop. Now I'm ahead of him, but does Bear have the momentum coming out? He does, but he's gonna take the outside. That's gonna give us the inside. And as we come out right here, it's gonna be a drag race to the line. And there it is. We get our first top 5 of the day. So thanks again, everyone, for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up. And again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, this guy just went flying over my face. Oh man.